Hello, everyone. Welcome to semifinals of pitch at Web Summit Vancouver. My name is Casey Lau. Thank you.
I don't have a mic. My name is William Johnson, and we'll be your host for the most eagerly anticipated startup pitch competition in North America. In just a few moments, our 10 semifinalists will begin to pitch their hearts out right here on center stage.
That's right, William. These 10 startups fought hard through the group rounds yesterday to earn their place here today. We have over 1,100 startups at Web Summit Vancouver this year, so making it to the top 10 is already a huge accomplishment. Now they will battle it out once again to decide who will go through to the finals.
Only three? That doesn't work. Only 3 startups can make it to the final, which will take place tomorrow at 12:25 p.m. right here on center stage. Now, to determine the best finalists, we'll need some stellar judges, and lots of them. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our judging panel. We have judges joining us from IBM, KPMG, Raise Capital, and Signal Ventures, to name a few. Let's give them a round of applause.
All right, look at these beautiful people. A round of applause for these amazing judges. They're using pen and paper for this. It's great. All right, for the semifinals, there will be no Q&A. Starts will just have 3 minutes to impress and convince our judges that they deserve one of the 3 coveted spots in tomorrow's finals. All right, that's enough from me. It's time to hear some pitches. Judges, are we ready? All right, on to our first startup of the semifinal, showing us how they are revolutionizing marketing with AI within the prop tech and real estate industry. Please welcome CellStatic.
All right. First of all, everybody, my name is Imam Khalid, founder and CEO at CellStatic, and we're here to introduce to you the new era of digital marketing. Now, what better way to tell you about our problem than to introduce you to someone that we work with? Meet Anna. Anna is a single mother, working from her kitchen table, running an online business. And Anna has hit a road bump. She knows that she needs to grow, but more people need to see her stuff. But just like most founders today, she's stuck. Because Anna doesn't have thousands of dollars to spend on ads. Anna doesn't have money to be paying these people and running professional campaigns herself, and also doesn't have the time, being a mother, to do this work. And right now, the truth is Anna isn't alone. There are 41 million small businesses across North America, and 90% of them struggle with marketing. Now, this term marketing, what does it mean? Well, 1, you either pay someone to do it, or 2, you go and do this tedious loop of spending hours on Canva, OpenAI, Meta, and Google Ads, and it's getting toxic and boring for a lot of these founders and Gen Z founders that are used to speed and simplicity. And this is where CellStatic comes in. First, with 1 sentence inputted, CellStatic will generate you 100 different stunning ads that you can post, and then with a click of a button, distribute them across all your social media platforms, where then 3, we analyze and learn in real time. Now, we're not stopping there. We've built a platform that grows your brand while you sleep. It learns from trends that are trending right now, avoids risky topics, and here's the best part. It's completely hands-off, doing it while you sleep. And the market opportunity, there's never been a better time to tackle this problem right now. With a $1.1 trillion market in the global annual advertising market, and 70% of these businesses are with no dedicated marketing team. Now, a question that's probably on everyone's mind. Imam, what makes you guys so different? Well, marketing today isn't what it's going to be tomorrow. In fact, 320 new businesses are registered in North America every 30 minutes. And Gen Z are the ones that lead this growth. They're used to speed and simplicity, and CellStatic is building for the forefront of Gen Z founders. This is our dedicated team of designers, engineers, and innovators who have been raised by other entrepreneurs and founders that have struggled with the same problems. We've worked for companies, and we know the pain we're solving, backed by founders who have raised and scaled millions of dollars. Now, with that, we're not here to introduce you a product. We're here to introduce you the future of growth, one where marketing runs itself. Welcome to the era of automated marketing. Sell smart, sell fast, sell static. Thank you, everybody. Well, thank you, guys.
Nice work. Thank you. What a great way to kick off our semifinal. Up next, we have a startup on a mission to help people manage home and life tasks and lighten the mental health load. Please give a warm welcome to Eeva.
All right, so you're going to hear a lot of really cool ideas today on the stage, and there's a whole bunch more out on the floor. Innovation is alive and well. But let's get real for a second. How much of this helps you personally right now? We all want to change the world, but do you even know what's for dinner? And did you remember to book the babysitter tomorrow for date night? Being an adult comes with a nonstop flow of information and a ton of responsibilities. It's a lot of planning, coordinating, delegating, even just remembering. Things like grocery lists, doctor appointments, grandma's birthday. And what's funny is we would never be expected to handle this much stuff at work. We have really powerful tools to help with all of that. While at home, most of us are stuck with Post-it notes, that whiteboard we all have in the kitchen, or group chats with your spouse. That's where Eeva comes in. Eeva is an intuitive and smart platform that pulls everything in your life together, no matter your lifestyle. We use automations and integrations to help you manage your home, organize your life, and collaborate with all of the people that make your world go round. It becomes an ecosystem, your ecosystem, interconnected and organized to fit your life. And yeah, we do use AI, not because it's the cool thing to do, but because there are real synergies between what AI does well and the problem that we're solving. We use generative AI to automate and optimize your routines, and machine learning to anticipate and predict your needs. And boy, have we hit a nerve. We launched officially at CES in January, where we were named the top Canadian startup at the event. That MVP got thousands of users within days, and we hit it big. They're coming back on average 4 times a day for up to 2 minutes a session. And since then, we've been named one of North America's most innovative startups of the year and the one to watch. So yeah, I hate to break it to everybody, but we are a B2C company at our core. But our strategy revolves heavily around the B2B2C space. It doesn't take much imagination to see the synergies that are possible. We got here by raising $2.8 million so far, 2.5 of which was before we had any revenue. We're still looking for partners and investors and plan to open our seed round at the end of this year. My name is Adrienne, and together with my co-founder, Jared, we built a company and a product that is built to scale. If this mission speaks to you, come find us, because together we want to use technology to improve the lives of millions of people. And so all of a sudden, changing the world, that becomes possible. Thank you.
Wow. 2 great pitches already. Very good. All right, now we're going to hear from a company called Kiwi Charge, a robotics. Oh my God, you guys freaked me out. A robotics and AI startup revolutionizing EV charging. Let's welcome them to the stage.
Good guy. Hello, Vancouver. My name is Abdel Ali, and I am excited to introduce you to the future of EV charging. Did you know that 1/3 of North Americans live in multi-tenant properties like buildings and condos? And still, most can't charge their electric vehicles at home. It's expensive. It takes forever to get the chargers installed, and worst of all, once they are installed, they're extremely underutilized, resulting in low return on investment. This is a large market opportunity, and it's rapidly growing, and that's where Kiwi Charge comes in. At Kiwi Charge, we're developing an autonomous charger that's able to navigate the parking lot and charge an electric vehicle wherever it's parked. It's like a smart Roomba for EV charging. And with one unit, we replace 30 level 2 chargers at 40% of the cost. Let me show you how it works. So as you can see from the video, our autonomous charger is going to make its way to the car, connect to the car without any human being there, and then it's going to charge the car using our proprietary charging cable. It's going to take half an hour to charge the vehicle, and after that, it's going to go to the next vehicle or go back to the charging dock to charge itself. And our go-to-market strategy is compelling. So we partner with developers, property management companies. They promote our service across their portfolio of buildings, and then EV owners in the building subscribe to our service that matches their driving habits. And we're creating a seamless customer experience. Everything from our proprietary charging cable that lives in their trunk to how we connect to the vehicle to get live data and learn about the customer's driving habit. That data is ingested through our AI model that learns customers' driving habits, but more importantly, when they're going to need a charge next and how much of a charge they'll need. And all this information lives in their app. They can see when their next charging session is, but they can also request additional charging sessions. We are better, faster, and smarter than our competition. Our biggest competitive edge is the cost basis, 40% versus the competition, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. And we're a young startup, but we have some great traction. So we have a paid pilot with Tridel, a prominent developer in the East Coast, at the end of this year. We have 140 buildings as part of our waitlist. We have IP that we filed. We recently secured a pilot with General Motors, General Motors and FAV, a $1.7 million pilot that gives us access to $500,000 in non-dilutive funding. And we also completed pilots with 2 prominent cities in Ontario. And this is the team to make this happen. Ex-VCs, EV charging experts, engineers, and data scientists coming together to build the future of EV charging. We're currently raising $2 million. This is going to help us generate $500,000 in ARR by the end of 2026 and over $70 million over the next 5 years. Thank you. And with your help, we can accelerate the future of EV charging. Thanks.
Thank you, Kiwi Charge. Next, we have a startup who uses AI to detect and prevent digital likeness. Let's hear it for Certify AI.
Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa Hutchins, and I'm the founder and CEO of Certify AI. Powerless. This is a single word I would use to describe how it feels to be the target of a deepfake campaign. Now, for those unfamiliar, deepfakes are typically images, video, and audio content that's been artificially manipulated from its original. I know this because I personally experienced a severe case of cyberstalking that unfortunately needed to escalate to federal investigation. This is kind of what it feels like. In fact, 96% of deepfake videos generated are sexually explicit, done so non-consensually, and most of which target women and young girls. The cost of not taking action on this issue is extreme. Global deepfake attacks are estimated to reach $1 trillion in damages by 2024, and as technology continues to advance, the time for action is now. At Certify AI, we've developed technology that's truly going to revolutionize the way images and videos are validated, taking a holistic approach to protecting digital likeness. Our technology identifies and rapidly responds to how your image is used online with or without your knowledge, including an efficient takedown process. Our progress has been featured in publications such as GeekWire, and we've been recognized as one of the leading AI startups by AIM Research. We've been making swift traction as a part of the Microsoft for Startups program, along with our partnership with the White House AI Task Force in combating malicious deepfakes. In fact, we were just in Washington, D.C. at the Rose Garden at the White House to witness the Take It Down Act be signed into law, which we played an active role in. Our founding team is composed of subject matter experts across computer science, machine learning, and product development. And we'll soon be kicking off a $2 million fundraising round, which will be used to quickly bring our solution to scale. And as for my case, the person responsible was ultimately found guilty and sentenced to 9 years in federal prison. Thank you. I want to emphasize, though, that this is very rare. This is not the case for most people. Most people never see any resemblance of justice. But we are here to change that. We are here to protect and rapidly respond to malicious use of AI. Now, please join us in our mission to combat deepfakes and promote digital safety for all. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. What another great pitch, Vancouver. It's fantastic. All right, next we're going to hear from Intangible, a sports analytics startup that quantifies athletes' mental performance. Come on out.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dan Connerty, and I'm the founder, CEO of Intangible. In any high-stakes scenario, be it sports, military, police, or leadership, the true separator isn't talent or IQ. It's how someone performs under pressure. Resilience, composure, decision-making under stress, these all shape outcomes, and yet we still rely on gut feel. This is where Intangible comes in. We're building the world's first AI platform that can measure performance at scale. Our assessment quantifies mental skills for clutch performance within high-leverage situations. It's automated, it's mobile, and can deliver reports instantly. No extra hardware and no experts required. At its core is Insights, our internal AI model, trained on our proprietary knowledge base built by our team of elite sports and military psychologists. It not only scores assessments, but provides personalized feedback and drills to help develop the traits that truly matter the most. And Intangible isn't just an assessment, it is a pressure performance platform, low cost, high margin, and a wide open market. The competitive sports market from pro to high school alone is $4 billion. Add in the youth sports evaluation market, $37 billion. But the real upside, a $300 billion opportunity in workforce evaluation, military and emergency response, and leadership development. There is no global standard for measuring mental performance under pressure. Intangible is building that standard. And we started in the highest pressure testing ground available, elite sports. We're now working with over 30 colleges, MLS and NASCAR teams, and have ongoing conversations with teams in every major professional sports league. We've also signed multi-year youth revenue partnership deals in baseball and softball, and have built a model to repeat in every single sport that we enter. The vision is clear. Intangible becomes as standard as the 60-yard dash time, as necessary as an SAT score, the next can't-miss analytic in sports. But Intangible not only measures performance, we can also develop it. And with Insights as our foundation, we're really talking about what's next. Voice-based coaching chatbots, scenario-based VR training, and adaptive drills that change and evolve with each user. This is the future of training, and this is the future of sports. And this is also the future of pressure performance across industries. Intangible isn't just a test, it is a platform to build the most mentally prepared generation in history. If you're interested, feel free to contact me using the QR code above, and my little monster up there supports everything I just talked about. Okay? Thank you very much.
Another great pitch, and now we are halfway through the semifinal, and it's already clear that the standard is really high this year. We've heard from 5 impressive startups, and we've got 5 more to go.
All right, so joining us for the 6th pitch of the day is a company called Light One, who are creating sustainable, high-performance dyes using microorganisms to replace toxic synthetic colorants. Come on out.
Hi. Look around you. We wear oil. We bathe in it. We feed it to our children, all in the name of colors. The color industry is extremely toxic. It uses 800,000 tons of synthetic dyes annually, 50% of which just simply get lost in the waterways, and textile dyeing alone is responsible for 20% of global wastewater. there has been a significant momentum in banning these toxic chemicals called colors from all across our supply chain, including the food that you and I consume, making it really urgent to find a viable alternative solution. We are Light One. We make colors with fermentation. How? There are over 1 million different types of microorganisms all around us, including on top of the surface of your skin, in your mouth, that naturally make these beautiful, vibrant pigments. We use genetic engineering to enhance their performance and function to meet your desires as consumers and industry standards. And then through fermentation, we grow them at scale, completely eliminating the need for non-renewable petroleum-based resources. Our unique platform offers a huge color variety, as you can see on the screen. And this is just the beginning. As if that's not enough, our process is completely circular. We feed pollution to our microbes, and in return, they give us these beautiful colors. This industry is huge, and globally, we are looking at a $175 billion market. We have identified textile industry as our beachhead, unlocking a $62 million revenue generation by 2032. We have been pretty busy making a lot of tractions. We have secured 11 meaningful LOIs, 7 pilots and trials undergo, patents, trademarks filed, and these are just a few. With that, we are raising our seed round of $4 million, unlocking a $2.5 million revenue generation shortly after. These are the minds behind our microbes. We are a passionate team with years of extensive experience from industry to deep sciences, coming together from very reputable places all around the world, sharing one passion: to leave a colorful legacy behind. To sum up, with every 1% of synthetic dyes that Light One replaces, we will eliminate 14,000 tons of waste from landfills, prevent 28,000 tons of methane from entering into the atmosphere, and we will protect 15,000 workers from being exposed to these toxic colorants, just because our desires demand colors. It's pretty obvious that the future of color is happening at Light One. Will your name be on it?
Wow.
The great pitches keep on coming. And so now let's give a warm welcome to Hallo, an HR and recruitment tool that automates language assessments. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hello, my name is June, and we are Hallo, the AI agent for global hiring. From customer service to software engineering, our AI agent conducts face-to-face interviews with your candidates to evaluate their soft skills, hard skills, and language proficiency in over 60 languages. According to the SHRM data, the average hire costs $5,000. Companies are spending way too much time and money scheduling and interviewing those candidates, and it's time to change that. On our platform, you can customize your interviews with different avatars and languages and evaluate any skill for any role based on your company culture and core values. Candidates can take the interview anytime, anywhere, and their score reports are shared with you instantly. We're the only company in this space that offers all AI interviews, hard skill assessments, and language proficiency in over 60 languages on a single platform. We figured out how to make global hiring evaluations work. Because we automate the entire process of job interviews, we help companies save time and budget by over 400%. Our AI agent for global hiring is winning. Over the past 4 months, our revenue has been growing by 500%. And some of our clients are already using hundreds of thousands of interviews with us per year. With a small team of 5, we're already generating $1.7 million in ARR, and our gross profit margin is 85%, which enables us to build a sustainable and scalable business. The global staffing market is huge, and any company that's hiring could be our customer. We figured out how to make global hiring evaluations work. Our AI-powered interviews and skills assessments enable us to automate the whole interview process and help companies save time and budget. If you are hiring, it shouldn't cost you $5,000 per hire, nor should you be spending weeks conducting those interviews. It should be happening on demand, and that's what we're building here at Hallo. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have we seen the pitch winner yet? I know these guys have. All right, well, maybe not, but it's going to be one of the last pitching startups. Next, we have a company called VodaSafe, who are transforming how first responders locate people in the water. Welcome to the stage, VodaSafe.
300,000 people drown every year, and for every one person who drowns, 5 others are injured, often suffering stroke-like symptoms from brain damage. So for rescuers, every second counts. Whether it's a boat accident, or a bridge collapsing, or a natural disaster, or a plane crash like the one in DC, these incidents are felt around the world and cost the global economy $150 billion every year. And the most common frustration we hear from rescuers is that they have to wait. It's a feeling of helplessness, often for an hour or more, while they stand by for equipment to arrive and be deployed, all while families are in terror, waiting for them to do something. At VodaSafe, we equip rescuers with AquaEye, a handheld sonar device that's deployed in seconds and uses AI to quickly locate people underwater, turning hours or days of search into minutes at a fraction of the cost of current archaic rescue methods. We've sold over 1,000 units to fire and military teams across 50 countries and have now launched AquaEye Pro with Command Hub, an AI-powered system that allows teams to map searches, make data-driven decisions, and act the moment they arrive. Searches are dangerous, expensive, and slow, and AquaEye can do in minutes what a full team often can't do in a day. It's a force multiplier, and it works. AquaEye is on track to be the gold standard in water rescue. Looking at our market, there's over 10,000 water rescue teams in North America alone, each with a lifetime value of $100K. And once we own that first responder market, our vision is clear: to have AquaEye in the hands of every public safety member around the globe. We're also talking to teams in other markets like oil and underwater construction. We've documented over 100 successful recoveries and have countless testimonials. John, a Navy master diver, saw AquaEye as a game changer and has now sold over $300K worth to the US Navy SEALs. But he's not alone in his trust of AquaEye. Our customers are seeing a 90% reduction in search times, giving them a real chance at saving lives. And they tell us it pays for itself in one use because it saves taxpayers $50 to $100K per search. We're selling to fire, police, and military teams worldwide, and we're on track to double our growth this year and hit $3.5 million in revenue. Our team has stood alongside rescuers in missing person searches. We care deeply about what we do. Between myself and the VP of Engineering, we have over 25 years' experience in product development, and my VP of Sales has scaled teams from 0 to 10 million in run rate. We're well on our way to reaching our goal of 5 million raised to scale sales and development. We need more boots on the ground, dedicated BDRs for new development in new markets, as well as continued innovation to meet the needs of those on the front lines. So, if you are looking to invest in saving lives and a proven product that's being sold around the world, come find us. We're at booth B108 tomorrow. I'd love to talk to you. Thank you.
Another great pitch. Wow. All right, here comes our penultimate startup, sharing with us how they are shaping the future of energy with next-gen EMS solutions. Come on out, Optimums.
So, net zero by 2050, the biggest mission humanity has ever taken on. If we have any chance of actually reaching our goals, we are now throwing renewables into the grid faster than ever, and that's good, but here's the plot twist. If we keep throwing renewables into the grid without rethinking how this new grid should work, then the system becomes unstable and the lights go out. This is not science fiction. That's what happened in Spain and Portugal. So what's the solution? Virtual power plants or just VPPs, smaller, smarter groups of energy assets that operate as one. Flexible, self-managed, resilient. And that's where Optimums comes in. We cluster heterogeneous energy assets into dynamic VPPs, and we give them a brain. The necessary intelligence layer that makes VPPs truly work. Our energy management systems combine proprietary hardware and software that make your existing energy assets operate optimally and in real time. We tell them when to store energy, when to sell it back to the grid, or when to switch sources, all with no human interference whatsoever. And that's for everyone. A homeowner with a rooftop solar cutting down energy bills, a factory turning energy into revenue, or an entire smart city. Our clients, they see up to 30% more profit from their energy investments, and at the same time, they help stabilize the grid for everyone. Our products are hardware agnostic. We connect everything to anything, old or new. Solar, wind, batteries, hydro, electric vehicles, you name it. No vendor lock-in, no sunk cost. Our competitive edge has been recognized. Currently, we are #1 in the Greek market with over a quarter of the market share, generating 2.5 million in revenue in this year alone. With our 3 products in 2 EU countries, we are bootstrapped and ready for our next step, to replicate our success story in 8 EU countries, targeting a 600 million euro market. All this has been made possible by a fierce team of 18 electrical engineers from Greece, combining research and hands-on experience in power systems, IoT, and AI. So, Web Summit, if we are serious about our net zero future, we cannot just go greener. We need to go smarter. At Optimums, we do not just build products. We are turning the energy transition into an opportunity for a better planet and a common future. Want to join us? Thank you.
William, these are amazing. I don't know. This is crazy. All right. So thank you to Optimums. Very good job. All right. So now, last but definitely not least, let's welcome our final semi-finalist of the day. This company has developed an AI-powered smart stroller designed to assist parents. And put your hands together for Glüxkind.
Wow, this is terrifying. Almost as terrifying as it is to enter parenthood without the right gear. No, seriously, we've seen so much great technology here today, or in general. But when it comes to one of the most emotional and physically demanding jobs, we're largely powered by caffeine, anxiety, and back pain. So at Glüxkind, we reinvented how baby strollers can support parents on the go as well as at home. We give new parents peace of mind while avoiding runaway strollers once and for all. We give babies the sleep they need while parents can take a well-deserved break. Our strollers are safer and more inclusive than anything else that's currently on the market. And they let even grandma conquer hills with confidence. Global media has done us a huge favor and spread the word. And now our customers, they're loving their strollers and they're promoting them on their channels. Word of mouth is our superpower for this kind of product that provides a true differentiation in an otherwise crowded market. Baby tech is a booming segment for a while now, and we're ranking first on Google for smart strollers, while ChatGPT is our best performing sales rep. While we currently sell direct to consumer, we already have our first 2 B2B pilots with postpartum hotels in LA and San Francisco in place that help us broaden our reach. And we also get weekly inquiries by distributors from around the globe. Our patented technology has been developed right here by our team in Vancouver. And each and every stroller that's out in people's hands collects real-world data that feeds back into our models. And by leveraging NVIDIA's Omniverse and Cosmos, we're able to unlock the next stage of our product development roadmap. But we couldn't do it alone. We have manufacturing partners with decades of experience in the premium baby segment, and they invest in us and our fully certified products. We're ready to scale, not just in Canada or in North America, but across the globe. At Glüxkind, we develop AI and robotics products that don't replace care. They intended to empower people who care for others. Mobility and parenting is only the beginning. But for now, if you think that parents could really deserve a helping hand, then join us in turning parenting into a walk in the park. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice. Center stage audience, please give a massive round of applause for Glüxkind and for all of our semifinalists here today.
My only question is, does that last thing come in adult size? Like to have that. Like to have that and shake me to sleep at night. All right. So judges, now it's time to submit your scores and decide who will make it to our pitch final tomorrow, which we'll announce in just a few minutes. William, first of all, you and I have seen so many pitches. What did you think of the pitches today?
I thought the pitches were phenomenal. It was exciting to see a good variety, different sectors. Like the markets these companies are entering are massive, which is going to put a smile on these folks' face. I'm really excited. Did you have a favorite, Casey?
I have to say, first of all, the deck design quality is very, very high level. Everybody beat the 3-minute mark, so these are two big things for me to see in these pitch competitions. I have many favorites. I thought this was a very, very amazing show for our very first Web Summit here in Vancouver, so I think that is a big showing sign. But now we want to go to the judges and see what you guys think. Let's start here. Oh, Tanis is finishing up her thing. Tanis, George, what did you think of the pitches, and did you see a favorite that stood out in your mind?
Oh, man, I would invest in all of them. I think, you know what I need? I need a charger for my condo right now. So, so yeah, I'm going for that one there. Or no? No.
Great. Tell the group who you are, and tell us again, what was your favorite, or what stood out to you?
So I'm Zamir from Interact. I'm also a new parent of an 18-month-year-old boy, and so the last one in terms of enabling my mother and grandparents to be able to care for my child while I'm not there is really close to home.
All right. Glüxkind.
Hi, what's your name? What do you represent, and which one did you like the best?
So I'm Abhijit, I'm CEO of Outreach. It's really difficult because I think all of the pitches were done so passionately and so well delivered. You know, there are a couple of them which appeal to me. Obviously, the last one, you know, my son is grown up now, but I still remember 22 years ago how it was for me. It was really difficult. So that was definitely. I'm really remembering those days. No, so that was really good. Some of the others were really good too. So I have multiple winners in my head. So.
Okay, great.
No, we're going to jump over in the middle here. Tell us again who you are, who you're with, and what was your favorite?
I'm Emily Fontaine. I represent IBM as their Global Head of Venture. They were amazing, the pitches. What I was so impressed, I have many favorites, so I think we can't, everyone's going to win here. But I think the quality of startups that I've seen in Vancouver have been like no other. Every company I talk to, it's true. Every company I talk to, I'm like, I need to have another conversation. I want to invest in you. And I've just been so impressed. And it's everything from quantum companies, deep AI companies. We're seeing it all, and it's been fantastic.
Let's go over to this young man over here. What's your name? What do you represent? Which one do you like?
Yeah, I'm Kevin Holmes, Founders Network and Founders Network Fund. Just repeating what everybody said. Just a really high bar, high caliber of presenters, wide-ranging startups, really good founder market fit. Really good traction with a lot of them. Really difficult decision for us to make here, but really impressive.
Yeah, wonderful. All right, here again, name, who you're with, and again, what was your favorite or what's stood out?
I'm Gautam, and I have a software company in India called Josh Software, which stands for enthusiasm and passion, and that's what I saw today on the stage. But what stood out the most for me was where people are tackling real-world issues which are staring at us in the face. The one I think I liked two. One was the one which is going to handle deep fakes, and the one which is for VPPs, the energy savers. These are the two need of the hours for us. I love them.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Tatyana Mamut, I'm the CEO of Wayfound. And, you know, again, the passion of the founders is one of the key things for a company to survive, thrive, and win. And what I was really impressed with was the founders who had a really clear articulation of how they were going to win in a very large market. So, you know, it's a very competitive space out there, and I, you know, personally want to hear a story about why is this particular company going to come out ahead. So I think the patents that we saw were really impressive. Companies that are doing truly innovative, state-of-the-art work that is earning them patents is very important. And I also think that there's, you know, something about how regulation is changing, and the companies that are really going along with where the regulatory tide is turning are really impressive. I think the deepfake company is really on the mark in terms of good timing, as well as the bacteria dyes, which is just, I feel like that is just going to be a global explosion potentially, and the fact that they have patents was extraordinarily impressive.
Thank you. Got to protect that IP. All right, right here, name and who you're with, and again, what's it out?
Hey, I'm Mike Siegel, Siegel Ventures. I'm a coach to founders and fund managers. Come to my talk tomorrow, Winning the VC Game. What stood out for me really were the companies that with a tiny amount of capital brought products that were both bits and atoms, software and hardware, to market quickly. In terms of a favorite, well, I live in Lisbon. I lived through that blackout. I really wish that they had bootstrapped part of the 2.5 million in Portugal. So there you go.
Thanks. Davinana Pragasam, CTO for Tax and Legal at KPMG Canada. I mean, we all had a chance to share some different names, and I'll just say everyone walking up here and taking the 3 minutes, and everyone went under or right on. I think a couple folks, I was like, oh, they're going to make it. And it's very impressive. So I just want to kind of applaud everyone that came up here and made it this far. I'll say I'm a dad. I've got a daughter. And the two things, the parent one, I was also like kind of being like, oh, I wish I had that, but also reminiscing of my 8-year-old daughter. But the deepfake stuff, I think like, you know, my daughter's coming into the world and it's ethically right. It is good timing, as was shared, in terms of what's going on in the world and the government's looking at, but also it's just good for the world. So I think I applaud that, and that was kind of hit home for me.
All right, Brenna here. One more person. Name who you're with, and again, what's it out for you?
Edith, Yeung with Raise Capital. So we really focus on software, don't usually hardware. But having said that, out of the 10 companies presented today, by the way, if any of you have revenue, so out of the three companies out of the 10 today, which is Hallo, VodaSafe, and Optimums, that actually talk about their revenue. So if you are a company with revenue, please say it out loud, because like for VC like us who actually like revenue, this actually absolutely stood out. One company that I didn't think that I have anything to do with it, but I can feel the energy, what she really cared about it, is VodaSafe. Because she really, really cared about, I want to save lives, even though we don't invest in hardware, but I was drawn to her. So if you really care about that problem, please show that, because it really matters a lot.
Amazing.
All right, I got the results here.
The scores are in, and the 3 victorious startups who will take part in the Pitch Grand Final tomorrow are, we're reading it together.
Yep, let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Light 1. VodaSafe.
And the third one is Glüxkind. This guy's the happiest I know, the guy on the edge. He made it all happen. All right, so thanks to all the semifinalists. Today, the power was in our judges' hands, but tomorrow in the grand final, the audience gets a say, and you all become the fourth judge. So make sure you join us back here on center stage tomorrow at 12:25 and have your say in who is crowned the champion of pitch at Web Summit 2025. Thanks to the judges again. Thank you to all of you. See you tomorrow. Thank you.